This is a 2006 Toyota Scion XB with 1.5 in it. It has a problem with power steering fluid leaking out of it. So I'm going to find out where it's leaking from. I'm setting the parking brake before I jack this up. Take this dust cover off the power steering pump. Got fluid in it now. I suppose I'll take the wheel off of it, get a better look up in there at the pump. .21 millimeters. The wheel is stuck on there. I think it's because the hub's gristled up. Sprayed some penetrating oil down the studs and it got down in there enough to loosen it up. I got sitting on a jack stand. I don't see any fluid on the floor. The pump's a little wet. There was some on the firewall. I don't see any obvious problems, and it has fluid in it. Best way to load it down is to turn the wheel one way or the other all the way and bottom to stop for 2 to 3 seconds, and if you can't find a leak then, rev it up a little bit and bottom it for 2 to 3 seconds at a time and a few times and see if anything materializes. Bring the steering wheel out this way, or make a full right hand turn or left hand turn and hold it against it. And unless the switch is bad or high pressure hose has a pinhole in it and it's spraying up on the firewall or the pump. I started up and turned the steering wheel all the way to the left and revved it up a few times and held it against a stop for 2 to 3 seconds each time, and I don't see any leaks. Nothing on the ground. The steering rack boots and connections are all dry. I don't see any fluid on any of the hoses or the short shaft. That boot's dry. There's no fluid on the ground. Looks like there might be a little something showing up on the subframe over here on the driver's side. Looks kind of messy business in there. So I'm going to take this wheel off and have a look back up in there. 21 millimeter lug nuts. Took the driver's side wheel off. It was stuck on there too. Looking at all this wet fluid on the frame on this driver's side. Looks like the sector shaft seal might be bad in the rack. So I'd say it's probably going to need a rack. look inside on the carpet and see if where that showed up on the carpet inside of this thing. Haven't seen nothing. Pull this plastic cover off. Maybe. It's pretty wet down here. I'd say that's the problem. It's weird how it's coming up the shaft instead of pouring out around this boot. Oh, ew. There's a big mess of it in there. Big mess of it in that boot. Where it's going to be coming out of right there. Right where the steering column hooks to the sector shaft coming up out of the rack. That seals took a dive. That boot was really holding the fluid in there good. With all that oil down in that boot, looks like just take this clip off and pull this cover off from the steering shaft and look down in there if you're losing power steering fluid in one of these and see if there's fluid pulled up down in there. And you'll know the rack's bad.